If you are able to wake up, brush your teeth, and drink water every day, you are closer to your wildest dream than you think. I'm serious. The thing is that every time we try to improve our life, we start by trying to do big things. But actually, the small things that we do every day are the ones that have a huge impact in the long run. I'm assuming you want to be a healthy person. I sure do. And brushing my teeth and drinking water every day, it's helped me in that sense already. There's a force in our life that is always acting. It doesn't matter if we don't even notice. This force can act in our favor or against us. It is on us to understand how this force works and how we can make it work in our advantage. I'm talking about the compound effect. This is the process of getting big things, good and bad, by doing small actions every day. Today, I want to share with you small actions that I do every day that are helping me to achieve my goals. The first one is to set reminders to do things that I will forget otherwise, especially to remember important things that help me to create and maintain stronger relationships. For example, making sure that it doesn't pass too much time between calls with my family. Especially now that I'm living abroad, this has been super important since I don't see them as often. But also, making special surprises for my wife. Me not being a romantic person, I always need to plan well ahead the small surprises that I do for her. This is my lovely wife, Erika.
Hi.
She's here today with us to tell us from her perspective how my methodology of creating reminders for myself to do romantic gestures has changed our relationship.
Okay.
If it did at all.
Okay. First of all, I think this is amazing that you're sharing this because I think it could help a lot of people like you. And I think it could save a lot of arguments to a lot of couples because in our case it wasn't like someone told us that as an advice, like yeah, just put some reminders there if you are not a romantic person. It was something that we needed to discover through a lot of arguments and through a lot of experiences in our relationship. So I think it is amazing that we are sharing this. I would say that at the beginning it was super hard for me to understand that you process the information in that way because our personalities are super different and I'm a super romantic person and I'm like kind of super connected with my feelings and my artistic side. So romanticism is something that is part of my life. It comes naturally for me, and at the beginning it was like, what? Do you need an alarm or a reminder to remember to love me though? That's kind of hurtful. But after a while I understood that this is what life is about, kind of find the things that help you go through it and kind of hack the system, and if it works, it works, and it have helped us to have a lot of freedom in our relationship because now we have a time for it, It's not like you need to remember that because you are already planning. But I will say that he's forgetting to put that alarms or whatever that he does lately. So yeah, I just took the stage to say that.
And here's where we cut. The next one has to do with waking up earlier. I'm sure you have seen a lot of content regarding this topic already, so I'm just gonna focus on two specific things that have helped me a lot. The first one is to put my phone far away from bed, so I must actually wake up to be able to take it in the morning. And the second one has to do with actually having a purpose to wake up, or better say, having a morning routine. I have heard a lot about this concept before, morning routine, but it was not until I actually sat down to write it down what exactly my morning routine looked like that I started to see the benefits of it. Not every morning looks the same for me, but I'm gonna share with you two of the most common morning routines that I have. One, I wake up, brush my teeth, prepare some coffee, read a book for 30 minutes, and then start my workday. Second, wake up, brush my teeth, go for a run or a workout, go to the shower, prepare some coffee, and start my workday. As you can see, both of these morning routines has key elements in it. They are both intentional but simple. There is this version of me, the just woke up winner, which is an expert coming up with excuses to not wake up. Things like, it doesn't matter if I don't wake up right now, or like, the bed is so comfortable, or like, I could just wake up later and that would be fine. But having a specific morning routine gives me a stronger reasons to not listen to these excuses. Next is disabling all the notifications on my phone. This was the key for me to stop using so much social media in the past. Having less time in the phone is also helping me to be a lot more productive and also making me a bit more active, because instead of just sitting down on my couch using my phone, I go out more often. I've also been able to find time for reading, learning a new language, or playing the guitar. I have another video talking about this specific topic and how I've been able to not use social media for more than 6 years. Go and check it out later. The next one has to do with not having snacks at home, including alcohol. Can you guess how many times I've been on my way to the grocery store deciding the things that I need to buy until I get to the snacks aisle and I just end up buying a lot of chips instead of the things that I needed to buy? Actually 0 times, but I always think that it might be funny it happens. While not having these things at home doesn't necessarily mean that I don't eat some chips. I love chips from time to time, or drink a beer. The thing is that don't having them at home prevents me from consuming them too often, but especially to consuming them without even noticing, like in automatic, which is part of the problem. I know, and I have proven that if I have some beers in my fridge, I will be taking them more often than usual. Usually 1 or 2 beers every other night, which is not my plan. So I am just more intentional about these things. If I want to eat some chips or a beer today, I just buy it for this specific occasion. And also, I stop adding extra things to my coffee. I have always taken it with milk and sugar. It doesn't seem like much in the beginning, but let's do some math together, because doing math sometimes is fun. Say I drink 2 cups of coffee a day, and each cup consists of coffee, milk, and 2 blocks of sugar. Taking it black means that in a month I will consume 60 cups of milk and 120 blocks of sugar less. In a year, that is 720 cups of milk and 1440 blocks of sugar less. Huge difference. I have to be honest, in the beginning the taste was not the same, but I did it in different steps. First, I started taking it only with milk, which was okay, and then I started removing the milk altogether. Now I cannot even stand the taste of sugar in my coffee. Another small action is making sure I have time alone with my thoughts. This might seem like it doesn't really matter or like it's just losing time, but to be honest, this has helped me a lot to prevent anxiety and reduce my stress levels. The thing is that we live in a world that is always bombarding us with content every second in different ways. Social media, TV shows, books, audiobooks, podcasts, even phone calls and instant messages. And whenever we are commuting, even sitting down on the couch or doing the dishes, we find ways on filling this time up with content as well. Just letting my mind wander from time to time also helps me to get some time to analyze myself and see what are the things that I'm doing every day that are helping me to improve, or the ones that I actually need to take some time and work on them. Another important small action that I do is limiting how much TV I watch. I love movies and TV shows so much that if I don't control myself, I wouldn't be able to do other things. But this is not a bad thing in itself, as everything in life. But the amount of time that I put on it, or just doing it automatically, that is the problem. So I do binge watch some TV shows from time to time, but it's not something that just happens to me. It's not something that automatically I do without even noticing. I actually plan it ahead, and I say I'm gonna binge watch this TV show. When we live life in automatic, we don't notice the bad habits that we are creating that are affecting us. So having a healthy balance between entertainment and the things that we actually need to do to continue growing is crucial. The next one helps me to be a more active person. I didn't wake up one day and say, I want to be more active, I want to be a healthy person, I want to be the most active dude alive. I just started by not taking elevators or escalator. Hear me out. You may say that this is just like a joke, but when we take the stairs, we actually spend 7 times more energy than we do otherwise. And this can even help us to maintain our current weight. That's hilarious. Also, if where I go is close enough, I go walking or by bike. which helps me to kind of add an extra workout while running an errand. I also do this weird thing that my friend says I am a crazy person because of that, which is if I'm walking around and I see a pull-up bar, everything can be a pull-up bar when you're looking for one, I just start looking pull-ups on my way. Or like out of the blue, I start doing some push-ups.
Ese azaroso, él tiene que hacer pechada en todos los malditos países del mundo. Yo creo que ese es su fin. Ese es tu fin. Ese es tu maldito fin, winner.
I really don't understand what's the big deal. But being more active helps me to reduce health risks and increases my chances of living longer. And lastly, to make sure I prioritize my workout. This alone has a ripple effect in my life how you can never imagine. The thing is like just making sure I have some specific time on my calendar to do my workout increases my chances of actually working out a lot. And working out then helps me mentally, socially, and emotionally. Give it a try and you will notice what I'm talking about after a while. I also have another video talking about this topic and how I've been able to work out consistently for more than 7 years. Go and check it out later. So these are the small actions that I do every day that helps me to achieve my dreams. I'm sure you can identify other small actions that will help you a lot. Please share in the comments the small actions that you do to achieve your goals so we get inspired by each other. If you like this video or someone you know crossed your mind while watching it, please share it. I know it would have been super helpful for me to hear these things before. See you next time.